inside look of what goes into Zach's vlogs.
Quality's everything, man.
I don't disagree.
That's got a nice shot of focusing through the glasses.
Focusing through the glasses.
Oh, watch this. Just get angle right. Focusing along them.
That's cool. So I need to work out what I want to do this week. Yeah, it is.
So last week was all about editing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's something that we've all kind of missed. Well, not missed, but we all didn't focus on our first week. We all focused about our lives and stuff. We didn't really focus on business.
See, that's what I was
and
thinking.
how that impacts our personal lives and just university in general. So maybe
I was honestly thinking that this one, rather than being vlog style, I'd just get everyone sat on the sofa and do like mini interviews with everyone, and that could be the entire video.
You could do.
Which could be quite cool.
Just stealing this shit.
Looks like I'm going to find Pepsi.
You have to know way as well.
Or Tom.
I just mentioned the same, like you guys were in a Skype call.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, we were just filming shit.
Oh, okay.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Well, I'm a dab. Please don't put that in the vlog.
I feel like I'm being interrogated.
Please give us an introduction to what you currently do.
I'm founder and director of a startup company, so a lot of my day is spent doing development and dealing with clients.
Software development, currently working on a video game that's releasing on Steam in next week. Software development, client work, website development, app development. Generic internet startup things.
So, I am a software engineer here at the Probably Rational, where I do lots of things. They just throw me tasks and I do it with reasonable levels of competence. Then I go to university daily, and I then also run a computer science society as a VP. I help out in a few other societies, and then I also represent the university nationally for Newell.
How did your entrepreneurial journey begin and what was your vision or plan?
My entrepreneurial journey began about 7 or 8 years ago when I tried to form a company in my bedroom that did what was it? I think it was software development company, I honestly don't know. And then through our sixth form, me and a friend started a web hosting company which later became Enverse, and plan I didn't have one.
I've always been interested in running businesses. I've always been good at doing stuff sort of on my own, projects and things, and I've always had projects and things going. And my dad's also self-employed as well, so it's sort of got like a foundation there. If I need help, I can go. And in this instance, I've been working on this for a year and a half. It just seemed like, right, this is a good thing, good chance to actually register as a business and make an entire company out of it rather than doing some client work here and there, totally unrelated to anything else.
I see why you'd think it's entrepreneurial, like, for you looking into me, but for me it's just, it genuinely feels like a regular job, but that's in a good way, because it is actually well managed here. It doesn't feel out of the ordinary for me. I mean, it's my first proper technical job, because I used to just work in retail all the time, but I did some service stuff as well, but it feels like a completely normal job. If anything, it's actually more organised and just feels more real than any of my previous jobs do. I do understand there's a challenge there, but it just keeps it fun. It's just fun, I guess, and it's quite interesting to see the company grow as well, so I guess I could regard it as quite entrepreneurial, but for me it feels perfectly normal.
What has changed the most since your initial plan?
Well, since I had no plan for my business, the fact that it's working is probably the biggest surprise. The biggest thing that's changed is that I'm actually able to pay myself. That's kind of different.
I mean, obviously I registered a few weeks back, but if we're talking long term, originally I wasn't going to be selling BroadQuest. Originally BroadQuest was a passion project that was going to be always free to play in every form, and I was working on the other game, Paddle League. But then that's the biggest thing actually. Actually, that was the thing that sort of caused me to start the company as a whole, was me thinking, hey, I've got this kind of good, kind of nice IP here that I'm putting in thousands, tens of thousands of hours of development time to. Probably, I imagine. Why not just sell that rather than sell this other thing I've spent 50 hours working on? So that's the biggest change, is that the whole company then being based around the release of BroadQuest.
did realise that maybe making a business for startup isn't me particularly, but I guess I do actually really enjoy working for startups as well, because it does offer a particular challenge. Because initially I actually wanted to start a business, and then it's a lot of effort that I don't have. So yeah, I think that it's sort of changed me somewhat, but it also just made me realise as well that there's a lot out there that you can do.
What is your biggest challenge at the moment?
Dealing with that. Biggest challenge is probably client relations. Time management. My biggest challenge at the moment is time management. There's never enough hours in the day, and there's too many things I want to do with my time to really get everything done.
Because I'm still a student, so finding the time to balance student life and work life effectively in a way that doesn't detract from any client work I do, any in-house stuff, or any student stuff. But at the same time, the next hardest thing is making sure that I do everything correct and I don't make any big mistakes. So at the moment, it's kind of like it's like driving a car, but you've not been taught how to drive a car, and you just every now and then shout out the window, "How do I go into reverse?" And someone's like, "Oh, you should try doing this." I'm like, "All right." Yeah, that's the best way I can describe running a startup business. There is support available, but I suppose I haven't really taken full advantage of it, and also I have so many questions it would take someone about 20 hours to answer all of them, and no one has the time for that. So it's kind of just doing everything and hoping I'm doing the right thing.
Keeping on top of all the damn languages I have to do. I mean, between it's professionally speaking anyway, but obviously between university and here, there's a lot of different disciplines. No wonder I can in one day go from doing low-level C++ stuff to then doing something like a website all in the space of a day, and it can really, really throw you off sometimes. You can spend an hour actually trying to get back into the flow of the other one. So that's quite interesting. I mean, also as well, it's just managing my time now, because as you've heard, there's so little of it for me now. It's like, oh.
What is your next big goal or milestone?
Well, as a company, I think our next big milestone is probably to start making shift back to working on our own stuff instead of pure client relations, so start working on our own products again.
On releasing Broadquest. Beyond just releasing Broadquest, it's releasing the game in early access, fostering a community that then follows on to full release in February, hopefully in February. The biggest thing is actually making that decision of this is ready for release. I'm now comfortable with where this game is at, where this product is at. It's time for full release, and from there, it's saying to the community, right? You've got 100 hours in this game. These like diehard, whatever they are. Let's say there's a couple of diehard people. Where do you want the whole thing to go next? And it's creating a community that isn't toxic about that, which is obviously a difficult thing when you're releasing a game on Steam, cheap game on Steam. And it's getting that feedback and then tying that into the already existing plans and storyline for the first expansion pack.
Professionally wise, it would obviously be becoming more competent in languages. I would like to do some iOS development. Personally, there's a few things going on as well, because at the moment I'm looking into doing a placement with the Mercedes F1 team for next year, which will be really interesting. And my confidence to apply for that has actually come directly from working here, because now I feel a lot more confident in what I do and how quickly I can pick things up, I guess. And I've got a few other things personally as well, like I want to learn some sports and stuff, trying to become a better person.
What advice would you give someone interested in entrepreneurship?
Get involved with the local university stuff, like go to societies and see what their enterprise department have. Quite often there's a lot of grants available, and there's definitely workshops that are available for free, and there's probably a society where like-minded people are. Get a co-founder. It's difficult by yourself.
Do it, because you're gonna be doing two things, right? You're gonna be starting a business or working for someone else, right? Which is fine, because some people don't have these big ideas, big ambitions to build things. But for me, the ability to earn money whilst doing what you want to do, your passion projects, rather than someone else's passion projects, to me is everything. But the fact that I can work on this and pay myself for it is amazing. So do it. Start a company if you want to. If you don't want to, don't. It's a lot of work.
Okay, so yeah, if you're working in a I can't say that word. If you're working in one of these kinds of environments where everything's kind of new and startup-y, don't panic. There's a certain dynamic I feel that you get from working in such a small company. There's a lot of fun to be had. You've also just got to make sure that you're ready for the challenge. You know, you can all of a sudden have quite a workload. In this particular use case, that I feel like it's a normal job, and I feel as if you work with a good startup, it should feel like any normal job, and you get to see it grow as well. So you just got to be prepared for everything just to hit the fan, and all of a sudden you're propelled into the new age of just earning that paper, lots of the paper.
Hot dabbing thing start. Please don't include that. Or do. That's funny.
We're very fine with all types